I look forward to the day that I can get my daughter to eat a clam. Right now, that's on her no list, and I'll be able to make the spaghetti with clams with her. For now, I make buttered spaghetti for her and spaghetti with clams for my husband and me.
She doesn't even know how good she has it yet.
Listen, she is my biggest critic.
So this is the first film you've written, but not your first movie with Hallmark. Tell me a little bit about writing this film. Did you know from the beginning that you wanted Hallmark to be the home?
I did. So I made a movie with Hallmark a few years ago called Groundswell that was based on a novel that I wrote, but I didn't write the screenplay for that. And I knew I really wanted to write a screenplay. And I had the idea for Catch of the Day, and there was nowhere that I could see it more than Hallmark. I love the way Hallmark movies make me feel. I always feel good when I watch them, and I leave the movie with a smile on my face. So I knew that that's where Catch of the Day should live. And I was so happy that they wanted to partner with me on it.
Your role in it, did you know when you were writing it what you wanted your role to be in it?
I didn't really think of myself having a role in it. So I hadn't particularly written anything for me. And then Hallmark suggested that I play the food blogger. So this food blogger in particular was not always the nicest, which is out of character for me. So I definitely had to do some acting for it.
Okay, so did anything in life, like starting from your world of working in the culinary arts and restaurants, how did that prepare you for the world of entertainment?
That's a great question. I think everybody should have to work in a restaurant at some point in their life. And restaurants are like being on stage, and you are kind of performing for the people who are there and keeping people entertained and being hospitable and making people hopefully feel good by their experience. One of my favorite jobs that I ever had in a restaurant was being a hostess because I felt like I was hosting a party every single night.
Was Montauk something that you always thought of? Was that just a setting that you always had in your heart, or how did that part of this evolve?
So I've lived in the Hamptons for over 20 years now, and Montauk is at the end of Long Island, so just past where I live. And I always would like to take a drive to Montauk because it had a completely different vibe. And it was this great commercial fishing town, salty, salt of the earth people. And over the years, it's changed a lot. There's bigger businesses that have come in, developers and kind of party places. And it's pushing out what made Montauk so special and what makes people want to be there. So I hope that that can be preserved. And I was inspired by a restaurant there that was my all-time favorite restaurant that got pushed out by someone who wanted to pay higher rent. So I think that small towns all over America, especially seasonal vacation towns, go through this. And I think we have to preserve those businesses that are the hearts of our community.
Well, speaking of hearts, I would love to know in your words, what would you say is at the heart of Catch of the Day?
At the heart of Catch of the Day is, of course, a romance with our leading lady and her high school crush. But there's also at the heart of it family and her relationship with her sister and her relationship with her father who has passed and how she can connect with him and his memory through food. And I think food has the ability to take us to another time in our life. It's very nostalgic. It's like when you hear a song and you can go back to when you heard it. The same thing with food. And so when she's in the kitchen and cooking those recipes, it takes her back to being a little girl with her dad.
So if you could pair a dish with Catch of the Day, if people were going to be watching this and eating at the same time, what would you recommend?
So, a few of my recipes are actually in the movie. For the dishes that you'll see in the movie, they're recipes that I created and then the culinary producer recreated for the film. And one of the best comfort foods that's in there is my spaghetti with clams recipe. And that's a recipe that's really special to me. My husband loves it. It's one of his favorite dishes that I make. So I wanted to include that, and it's a really sweet scene that takes place with their family. And I look forward to the day that I can get my daughter to eat a clam. Right now, that's on her no list, and I'll be able to make the spaghetti with clams with her. For now, I make buttered spaghetti for her and spaghetti with clams for my husband and me.
She doesn't even know how good she has it yet.
Listen, she is my biggest critic.
So you've mastered the art of storytelling, and obviously, the culinary arts is like telling a story in a different medium. What would you say is the biggest parallel between both worlds?
Oh, that's so nice of you to say, first of all. Um, I do feel like I tell stories through food, and I think that our foods tell us the stories of our past as well, with our families, especially recipes that have been passed down throughout your families. And I have always loved writing. I love storytelling. So for me, this was a natural progression. And to be able to tell a story that is in a movie and about food and about love just feels like a dream come true.